Uh-oh.
Okay, who brought the dog?
Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on this video. My name is Chris and we have some exciting updates for Ghostbusters 2020, also known as Ghostbusters 3. We have full confirmation finally that the remaining Ghostbusters will be involved in this movie along with some other characters, plus some details about what to expect from the tone and atmosphere that'll go along with this movie. But if you guys want to get completely up to date with every little detail, I do have a full playlist on my channel where we run everything Ghostbusters 2020. And if you didn't already, leave a little like for little Gozer at the beginning of the video. Perfect performance, Oscar worthy, I think. Too bad you're not mine, I'm just dog sitting, guys. So Dan Aykroyd was doing an interview on the show called The Greg Hill Show. And during this interview, he went ahead and let it slip that him, Ernie Hudson, Sigourney Weaver, Ann Potts, and Billmurray himself have already shot their parts for Ghostbusters 2020. This is great news, especially if you've already been following along with my channel, because, well, we actually got footage of Billmurray at the hotel where some of the stars who were filming this movie were at. So we kind of already knew this was happening, but it's good to know we have confirmation. The Murray's back in Ghostbusters, and I'm very excited to see what his character will entail, because now that we know all these Ghostbusters are coming along for the ride, what can we expect that to mean for the story? My thinking is the band broke up, that something happened where they just all went their separate ways. Maybe they're not talking anymore, and I strongly believe that Harold Ramis's passing will play some part in the movie, that maybe they will touch upon his character as passing in the Ghostbusters world, and that is what will bring together all these Ghostbusters to kind of reconcile and forgive each other for whatever happened many years ago. Because in this interview, we were also told that they will be paying tribute to Harold Ramis in this movie, and that's gotta make us Ghostbuster fans feeling really warm in our hearts. I do want to say, though, Dan Aykroyd was being very, very coy with bringing that up, because he made it sound like they're gonna pay respects to Harold Ramis in some small little part, just whatever way we can, but us fans are already sniffing the BS there, because I think Harold Ramis's character will be a huge plot device for this movie. Because you have to remember, the plot revolves around this mysterious family. We're following McKenna Grace and Finn Wolfhard, along with their single mothers, who move into a small town, a really shady, scary looking house that has a barn that contains the Ecto-1 and a bunch of other Ghostbusters equipment. Just looking at McKenna Grace's character, you can pretty much bet that she's the granddaughter of Harold Ramis. Those glasses, the curly hair, the smarts that's going to be implemented to this character. I think he's just trying to keep it low-key so some fans are surprised when they go out to see this movie, which I respect. You'll also have to pay attention to him saying the words, though, that this would be very heartfelt, and that people who watch this movie are going to get emotional if they've ever lost a loved one and want them back. And that right there has to hit you home, because I think something that is definitely missing in the Ghostbusters world is this sort of emotional element. The past movies never had this sort of emotional element that you wanted to cry after watching it. It was very much a comedy with horror elements that just made you feel good. But after years of it going away, and the giant fan base and the nostalgia we have with it, and the fool like me spending money on a dang proton pack replica, the Ghostbusters movies have a very special place in our hearts, and the fact that they'll be doing something that'll make us want to cry or really make us sympathize with the characters on screen has me really excited to see what they're cooking up here and how they're going to handle paying this respect to Harold Ramis. Because are they going to go ahead and bring him in as a ghost? Is he just going to be left somewhere in the background? Because, I mean, Billmurray has said in the past that he would love to play a ghost in this Ghostbusters world, and if you do that for Billmurray, fans will be wondering, why isn't Harold Ramis also a ghost? But the part to me that got me very giddy and excited about this movie is we get another double down that this Ghostbusters 3 or Ghostbusters 2020 is going to be scary. Now, I'm not expecting this to be the next Insidious or Conjuring or movie that'll really keep you up at night, but I think it'll be the first time since maybe Ghostbusters 2 that they're really going to implement a horror factor to the Ghostbusters universe, which was sorely lacking in Ghostbusters 2016. I know, the movie that should not be named, but those ghost designs, the tone of it, all of it was just really falling flat to me. I mean, if you go back and watch the first Ghostbusters movie, within those first 5-10 minutes, that design of the ghost librarian, that would make any kid scream under the age of 10 back in the 1980s. And the fact that Dan Aykroyd is saying that this movie is scary, and in the past we had director Jason Reitman say he wants to scare the crap out of kids watching this movie, oh, it gives me goosebumps excited for this movie. Because that not only tells me the horror elements in this movie will be present, the ghost designs are going to be freaky, are going to be scary looking, are going to be pretty unique. I'm sure we'll have a cute one or silly looking one like a Slimer, but for every Slimer, you need at least 3 or 4 actually scary looking ghosts. And with this being mainly a kids cast, I want them to fear this Ghostbusters world and be like, what mess did we just get ourselves into? I want to stay out of this. But let me know what you guys thought about this great news that the original Ghostbusters will be coming back, at least the ones that are still alive with us. If you think them adding scary elements to a kid casted Ghostbusters movie will actually work, or do you think it'll be another situation where we'll get kid friendly ghosts popping up in the screen that are scary? And for those of you that are still watching to this very second, that means you're the real fans of my channel. What do you think about me leaving the proton pack up there? Too much? Not enough? I need to fill out that space? I don't know what other props to put. Be sure to like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at 3C Film Review. As always, I'm Chris. Take care.